Welcome back. Better tech tips now. So there's 5 tech giants that we all know and use every day, but did you know they're watching you? They're tracking you.
Maybe they work with Santa. Maybe not.
I doubt it. He would be the 6th company we all know and love.
Very true. Sam Prager of GoGeeks here to tell us about what's happening to our emails.
So a couple things. First of all, the Frightful 5. That's what some people call them. And so,
back to form.
So we can't have Santa Claus in that because he's not frightful, at least not to me.
Very true.
But you know what you're talking about essentially is Amazon and Apple and Facebook and Google and Microsoft. So that's what's considered. These are the 5 tech giants who dominate everything.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
There's other people out there, but these are the people who dominate everything, and their goal is to track everything that you can do so they can market products to you. Okay, and to and to other people of your cohort per se.
Well, would they sell that information then to other marketing companies?
They could potentially. Right now, there are some laws against that kind of thing.
So they just use it for their own means.
Yeah, for their own means.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, so they track everything. And in case you don't think about it, when you're online, when you're using your browser knows where you are geographically. Your browser knows what kind of computer you're using. Your browser knows what operating system you have on your computer.
I have heard that before.
Yes, and your browser knows everywhere that you visited, so they can then target searches towards you. Okay, and this is what they all want to do.
That would make sense.
You are, to them, you are data. Just like when you go into a grocery store or a pharmacy and you're using one of those courtesy cards, they have a record of everything that you like to eat, right? And they can send you coupons in the mail, which you receive for exactly the items that you purchase. It's the same kind of thing here. The other thing of concern is email tracking. So all commercial email today has what's called a tracking mechanism built into it. So when you open the email, it knows that you opened it. So if you open an email from somebody trying to sell you cosmetics, Brittany, and 5 minutes later your phone rings, somebody from that company's calling you, it's not a coincidence. They know that you opened it, you've looked at the email, and this is a tactic that's often used. People have noticed this kind of thing and thought it was, boy, wasn't that eerie. No, it wasn't eerie at all.
What a coincidence.
What a coincidence.
Right.
There's somebody sitting at a desk and pops up. Brittany Murphy opened this email. We'll wait 5 minutes, then we'll call her and try to sell her the product.
So it's just that they're really trying to harp on you until you give in and buy it.
Yeah, and also they'll know, if you open their emails, they'll know to send you more pieces. If you never open their emails, they're going to send you less, okay? Your phones. We don't think about this, but your phone tracks everywhere that you go all the time.
Of course.
It has a record of it. It knows where you went and how long you were there. So if I went over to your house for a beer, and I was there for 2 hours, so your wife said, you got to leave. I mean, he's got to go to work in the morning, and I left the house, your phone would track.
Which does happen a lot, actually. But, so we know all this now. What can we do? Can we do anything to stop these companies from tracking our every move?
There are some steps you can take, and the segment isn't long enough to go through all of them, but some basic stuff that you can do is, first of all, it's very inconvenient, but don't stay signed in to all of your social networking all the time, okay? Very inconvenient to do that. Clear your cookies on your browser so that there's no record of who you are on this, okay? Use alternate browsers when you do your searches. You can use a search engine instead of Google or Bing. You can use a search engine called DuckDuckGo. Say quack. No.
I've never heard of it. Yes,
DuckDuckGo. It's a search engine that does not track any of your information. It's for privacy. If you use that, there'll be no record of where you went. So these are some of the steps that you can take. And keep in mind that, these 5 companies, they branch out to a lot of other things. Facebook is also Instagram. Microsoft is also LinkedIn.
Yes.
Google is also the Gmail and the Maps and YouTube.
They control us.
Exactly. So your whole life is in there. So you really want to think about, all I want to recommend to everyone is be aware of what you share. Okay?
Yeah.
And there's some inconvenience in not sharing as much, but if you're concerned about your privacy, you may want to do that.
Good information. I'm giving my Apple phone an evil eye at this point. Push a little further away. Stan, thanks.
Thank you.
When we come back, meteorologist Stan Brown will have a final check of our Friday murky forecast. Stay with us.